today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about a 3.5-hour drive from each other on Florida's I-75. The Jags and Bucs are underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Brady. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's got Evans. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the run by Miles Jack. But he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, a Washington State product, leading the way.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, Minshew looking to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Buccaneers, nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'm not a football team yet that runs the ball successfully. That doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 36, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's scored on a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Minshew to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. There goes a deep ball. End zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
6. Buccaneers, nothing.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Josh Lambeau to kick.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
For 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. 6-0 our score after 1.
Jaguars 6. Buccaneers nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Second and 11 now.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Scotty Miller. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Brady again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Again, it's Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So at that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. On fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
Buccaneers 3.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock, but they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
4 yards.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Minshew. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And finding Keelan Cole. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this to Chanel. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Here's Minshew. Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes and a half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That is incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football in the double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down, take the completion, keep moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Nothing's free. Nothing's free. I like it, baby. I like it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again.
They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Minshew, 1st and 10. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a terrific first half for the second-year quarterback. His guys lead it by 10. We send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They run. Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they can put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1 was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds Jones, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady gives this one off to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Brady. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
With the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Succop's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Buccaneers 6.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the carry, Thompson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He finds an opening past the 40. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the side.
And the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
Down, Thompson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. Bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. That's complete to Chris Conley. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Thompson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. William Golston showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. You never want to give up a sack from the O-line's perspective. They did it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that one makes this a 10-point game. It's 16-6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they can get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. That catch good for 5. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Given 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
30-yard attempt.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
16. Buccaneers 9.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But here again comes Gardner Minshew.
And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. the ground with a tight end. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Minshew. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
That was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And the lead is up to 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Here's 9.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 50 to play. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a dump off here complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. To throw again on second down. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 32.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again on second down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Now Brady again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.